here's your host, W. Earl Kitchings.
Good evening and welcome to the Post Route, the show where we dive deep into conversations with Black quarterbacks, both past and present. I'm your host, W. Earl Kitchings. This show is proudly brought to you by Quarter Five Back, the preeminent fraternity of Black quarterbacks and home of the prestigious BIP Memorial Trophy, the only award that honors both the top Black quarterback from an HBCU and the top Black quarterback from high schools across the country. We are always excited to have you join us here on the Post Route Show. And if you like our content and you definitely want to support what we're doing, here are a few things you can do for us. Number one, you can hit the like button. Number two, subscribe to the channel. Number three, tap the notification bell. Number four, go to our website at quarter5back.com. Check us out there. And make sure that you check us out on Instagram at quarter_5_back. And you'll see some phenomenal imagery and information from there. Join us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more phenomenal conversations. Before I get to my guest tonight, we definitely got to let you know about our initiative, the I Am a Quarterback initiative, and it is becoming more prevalent now than ever that this initiative start to gain more traction and resonate with Black quarterbacks throughout all levels of football. Our 5-point initiative is related to the preparation and development of Black quarterbacks, and our ultimate goal is to helping them remain focused on the position of being the quarterback, who is the iconic position, that leader that everybody knows on the team and on the field. So our 5 initiatives deal with these things. Number one, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you have the talent, tools, and skills to be a quarterback first, foremost, and always. Number two, focus and have a foundation of what you're doing as this quarterback. Learn all you can, soak up everything you can, films, team meetings, watching other guys, wherever you can learn, do that. You always got to be a leader and a commander. Think about being that, whether it's on the field or off the field, at home, away from home, be a leader. Lead from the front. Fourthly, have some intellect and work on your academics. You know, unlike baseball and basketball, you can't jump from high school to the pros. You got to go through college if you want to get to the NFL. Work on your academics so that in the event that that does not work out for you, you got a backup plan. But the IQ, football IQ, is especially critical for quarterbacks. So you got to have that intellect. And then finally, you got to know your worth and your value. Set that as your standard, knowing who you are, what you're valued at, what your worth is, so that you don't diminish your opportunity to be a quarterback. So those are our initiatives: belief, focus, leadership, intellect, and worth and value. Now, my guest tonight, another one of those rising stars coming out of the Metro Atlanta area. He will be of that class of 2028. This young man is starting to show promise, and I'm looking forward to him moving up the ranks to become one of the top quarterbacks, not only in Metro Atlanta, but in the Southeast. He is definitely on his way. We're looking proud and are proud of him. He's working with one of our brothers out at Jonesboro High School. He's working under Coach Zerick Cooper. And I do believe that Coach Cooper is going to help him become an outstanding quarterback. Please join me in welcoming my guest tonight, Mr. Jayden Carter. Jayden, welcome to the Post Route. As you can see, that young man is definitely going to make some headway. Jayden, welcome to the post route.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so the football season has started, man, and everybody's excited. Everybody, has been waiting on this to happen. Let's talk a little bit about Jonesboro High School Cardinals football for 2026. Uh, Talk a little bit about last season. What was the season like last year?
Um, Season last year we had a lot of talent. I just think we had a undisciplined team, and when you have an undisciplined team, the talent and the discipline, they don't go together very well. We went 6-4 last year. We had the talent to go 9-1 and go and make a state run, but we were undisciplined, so it got us bounced down the first round of the playoffs.
What do you think caused the undiscipline on the team? I mean, because that's important. Guys got to be locked in and focused in. If you want to be a champion, you can't make mistakes. You can't be undisciplined. What do you think can be done to help correct that problem in 2026?
Um, I believe it's just holding each other accountable. Make sure that none of our star guys believe that they're bigger than the program. Holding everybody accountable.
Well, that sounds like guys need to understand their role and be humble because nobody's bigger than the program. You all 11 of you on offense, all 11 of you on defense, special teams uh, are accountable. And everybody's end goal is to win. If you want to win, you got to do your part. I mean, if everybody does their part, we should be okay, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. So now going into this season, you guys played already, right?
Yes, sir.
Tough ball game past Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us about what happened.
Uh, we ended up playing North Clayton High School, Clayton County Classic. We were a lot of game in the weeks. North Clayton came out on us fast. They ended up punching us in the mouth. We went into halftime 7-0. Came back out of halftime. We ended up scoring. North Clayton scored again. We ended up scoring. We tried to go win the game. We had a 2-point conversion. Uh, we believe that we succeeded in it. We threw a pass. The receiver, we believe that he landed inbounds. The ref said he was out of bounds, and we lost the game.
Okay. Final score 13-12.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I know it's disappointing, man, but to know that you were in the ball game and had a chance at winning at the very, very end, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. So what did you take from that game and the experience? What did you take in getting ready for another week of practice and getting ready for the next opponent? What did you take away from the game?
What I took away from the game is we do good when we face adversity. We don't get down. We stayed up with each other. We fought to the end of the game. Um, I believe that we do need to kind of work on just opening up the underneath style of playbook a little bit. But besides that, I we I think we did pretty good.
Okay. Well, I would agree with that because that was a close ball game, and hey, we could be talking about you guys getting the dub as opposed to man being 1 point short. Um, let's talk a little bit about Jayden Carter and what his expectations are as a quarterback for 2026 and what he would like to accomplish this upcoming year personally.
Personally, I want to achieve at least five rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
I like to get in the end zone myself. I like to celebrate and say I did it. So that's something that I
All
want to
right.
do.
Okay. And what about being that passing quarterback? Do you guys throw the ball a lot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
With our Howard commit Ben Boyd on the outside, we have another 6'5" receiver, Jadarius Lane, and number 2, Aiden Sims, a good route runner. We have a lot of good receivers, so we most definitely air it out.
Well, I know that Coach Cooper is up there with you guys, man, and I know he does a fine job of preparing you guys. What have you learned from Coach Cooper so far, being under him at Jonesboro High School?
I've learned a lot. He's taught me almost like 85% is I know as a quarterback. He's taught me a lot of how to put touch on the ball, how to throw the ball harder, even in the mental aspect. He's taught me how to bounce back from certain plays in the classroom, studying film. He's taught me a lot, and I just try to soak it all up because I know he's played at that next level.
How much time do you spend in film study? Because that's so critical game to game. Is it a collective thing where all the quarterbacks are watching, or you kind of do it on your own, or you just do it with Coach Cooper? How does that work?
It's all the quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks.
Okay. All right. And uh, talk a little bit about what that's like, man, when all you guys in there watching film and there's conversation going on, and what you guys see, what the coach sees, and what y'all guys are talking about.
When we watching film, uh, we will have some disputes. Coach will see some stuff, we'll see certain stuff. Coach may say this, and we might disagree with it, or we might agree with him. But most of the time, we always agree on a big point that will help us come out with a win whenever we play this certain opponent.
Okay. And looking at your schedule for 2026, who would you say are the toughest teams you guys are going to face?
So we already played North Clayton, and North Clayton was going to be one. Then Central Carrollton, which we have them coming up this week, coming up actually. And then our last game of the year, which would be Stockbridge, those are going to be some of our tough games.
Oh, wow. Now, I was up in Atlanta back in June, man, when they had a camp for a young man, Avery Edwards, over at Stockbridge. Y'all got to go to Stockbridge, or they got to come to you?
Nah, Stockbridge got to come to us.
Oh, boy. That ought to be a phenomenal game. So I'm just so impressed with what I see up with the football, not just in Atlanta, but throughout the state of Georgia, man, because everybody, is kind of locked in on having good and better facilities. And it just seems like the atmosphere for wanting to be the best team in the state of Georgia it's at a whole nother level, man. It's like everybody's locked in to want to be the best. And no disrespect to anybody, but man, I'm trying to beat you up so you don't have anything left in the tank when that game is over. But the rivalry with Stockbridge, is that bigger than the one with North Clayton?
Nah, North Clayton, us versus North Clayton, it's a big brother versus little brother scenario.
Okay.
So I feel like that was our biggest rivalry on our schedule. But Stockbridge is most definitely second place.
Okay. So would it have been better to play North Clayton at the end of the year? I mean, flip-flop Stockbridge with North Clayton, so you guys have gotten some momentum and get them guys at the end as opposed to the first game?
Yes, sir. I feel like it would have been better, but no excuses, no excuses.
I got you. Okay. We talked a little bit about that thing you call leadership. Tell me what things are important to Jayden Carter to be a good leader?
For me to be a good leader is having peace when it's a lot of chaos. Now, what that means to me is when everybody's yelling at each other, I want us to find like peace and everybody to calm down so we can fix the situation and not keep increasing the problem. And I like to hold my guys accountable, and just make sure everybody is on one accord and make sure nobody is bigger than the other.
Now, you also told me that being accountable is more than just on the field, but it's off the field too. What things or what types of things do you hold yourself accountable for off the field?
Just acting accordingly in school, keeping the grades up, just making sure the young guys think like, I got to do this. Like, just make sure they become a student athlete. You got to be a student before you got to be an athlete. So just make sure they do that.
Okay. Well, setting the tone and being that role model, man, is important because they'll hold you accountable. And when they see you doing something wrong, they're going to hold you accountable. And of course, as a quarterback, your coach is holding you more accountable than anybody else because, as we all know, people see the quarterback as the leader. I know there are other leaders on the team, but the perception is the quarterback is safety leader because he knows all the plays. He's dealing with the coach a lot more than anybody else. So that's important. Um, Now you talked about the film study, but what about your receivers? Do you guys get together sometimes, or do you practice after practice sometimes to kind of get better? Talk a little bit about what you guys do in order to make that happen.
Um, we get a lot of reps during and after practice. Sometimes we have training sessions with Coach Coop. Some of them will show up to those training sessions and we'll get work in there. So after practice is not when we have practice is not the last time that we work with each other. We work with each other year round almost.
And have you found that has helped you as a quarterback get better because you're spending that extra time working on passing mechanics, pass plays, getting to know your receivers better?
Yes, sir. It's helped me a lot, especially being able to trust my guys and knowing that if I throw it, they'll go up and make a play.
Well, you say you got 6'3", 6'5" guys. I mean, doesn't seem like you have to do anything but throw it up to them and they'll go get it.
Pretty much.
Well, that's got to be a great thing, man. I mean, the advantage they have over cornerbacks. I mean, because of course most cornerbacks 6 feet and under, man. So when you got a 6'3" guys, it's a mismatch. So one of the things I like watching in football games is the communication between the quarterback and the receiver when they see they got a mismatch. You guys got any kind of special signals, or you got some type of gestures you do to make sure that when that mismatch happens, man, I know what the play is, but I see over here we got something better to change that play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll most definitely, if we see the mismatch, we'll most definitely take a shot and use that to our advantage. Because, like I said, we have two guys that are go up and get it guys. They gonna make plays. So we most definitely will check it. And even if I don't see it, they'll yell at me and tell me to check it from their point of view. So I'm checking it regardless.
Well, that's a good thing to have in play, man, because when both of you on the same page, wow, you get a chance to express and do what you want to do. So tell me, 5 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns this year, that's number one goal, man. So short yardage or long yardage? I mean, can you got some wheels, you got some speed, or you got to be inside the 10?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It gotta be outside. It gotta be inside the 10. It gotta
be. Okay, that's honest, man. That's honest. As long as I score, man, because some guys got wheels, man. You put that defense on him and lock him up, man. He takes off, and the next thing you know, you chasing that back. You looking at his back running down the field. So yeah, I get you. So being that you had a tough ball game, one of the things you and I talked about in our pre-show, we talked about drive killers. And for those of our audience who are paying attention or looking at our show tonight, what I call drive killers is when you're in a critical situation, 3rd down and 1, 4th down in inches, 2nd down and manageable, and you get a penalty that causes you to back up, especially a holding or a personal foul, or even a motion penalty, and the momentum goes away. Do you recall any of those situations happening in the game last Friday, Jayden?
Oh yes, sir. We was moving the ball very well. We got into a 2nd down situation. We got a holding call, which made it 2nd and forever. And then 3rd down, we made it incomplete, and we had to punt the ball away. So I feel like that was a drive killer. And then we was on 3rd and short, got a false start, made it 3rd and 6, and threw an incompletion. And I feel like if we was still in that 3rd and inches situation, we would have got the 1st down. And I feel like that could have won us the game.
Okay. So when you've got those type of opportunities, guys have to really focus in, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, because if everybody's watching the ball and paying attention, and I don't guess you guys do a long snap counts, just kind of like first sound on one, first hand clap. So you kind of know that part, but I just wonder, why guys don't focus in on just watching the ball. The count better than the defense. Why is it so hard to focus in, you think?
I really think it was just like the heat of the moment. Um, Sometimes we'll be rushing, we'll be trying to get tempo going, and while me or the other quarterback's trying to read the defense, they ready to go. So it's just more of a like time management, and we just got to try to slow everything down and calm everything down.
Okay. Well, I think when everybody kind of plays in maybe a calmer mode or relaxed mode, because I think if you're too hyped up, man, your energy, that energy is just there and you're ready to go. And then because you could be out there as a wide receiver and you could just make a faint step, and that's motion. Now we got to go back 5 yards because you're so amped up, man. Calm down. Don't. The other thing is, don't let the defense see you so amped up, man, that you cause yourself a problem, because they can make you jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
They
sir.
can make a move and make you jump, and now you amped up, and you got to just stay relaxed. How do you keep yourself relaxed in game situations?
To be honest, I just try to not think about it. Like I just try to think about us going. I try to always think about the good and just making sure the bad doesn't happen.
I
So
got you.
that's how I just keep myself calm.
I got you. I got you. Now, as a rising quarterback at Jonesboro High School, um, we talk about working on specific things. Are there some things that you've decided to work on more this year to get better at, because you're not as strong as you need to be?
I would probably say me throwing the ball inside. I've been working on a lot of placement throws,
Okay.
so that's what I
So
say.
when you talk about placement throws, is that throwing the spots? Is that throwing back shoulder? Is that leading a guy? What? Tell me about what that is.
I'll probably say back shoulders, uh, protecting my guys in certain situations. I want to be able to throw the ball to where I'm throwing it over the middle.
Yeah.
My guy don't get laid out. I want to be able to protect him.
Okay, I get the laid out part, because that's probably the most dangerous pass play in the game, man. A guy going across the middle, and you don't want him to be exposed, as they say, where he might take a shot. Because guys ever come back to you and say, "Man, don't throw the ball to me right there, man."
Yeah, they most definitely come and be like, "You almost got me killed." I'll be like, "My bad. I got you. My bad."
Exactly, exactly, man. Because that cross the middle, man, that's dangerous. I know, for me, man, the greatest receiver I ever saw do that was Jerry Rice, man. It's like he showed no fear in catching balls across the middle, because once he caught it, man, there was separation. And it was like, it's over. You're not catching this guy. So, yeah. Uh, okay. So, as you get ready to continue this upcoming year, let's talk a little bit about who some of your uh, favorite quarterbacks are, starting with what number do you wear and why?
I wear 18, and I wear it because of Peyton Manning.
Okay. You like this game?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know how to do the, no, the Omaha. You know,
I know how to. I don't do it, but I know how to.
okay. That audible he does. Right. Okay. Now, as you look at guys from now, rising guys. So I'm gonna start with college guys first, because I made a short list of who will have the biggest impact on college football in 26. And I wrote down three guys that I think are going to have a tremendous impact. And they all come out of the SEC. Senior Marcel Reed from Texas A&M. Think he's going to be he was so close last year. I thought they should have got to the national championship. Lennar Sellers over at South Carolina. He's a phenomenal quarterback. But this guy who's going to be a freshman starting quarterback for Alabama, Keelan Russell. They are hyping this guy out, man, because they say he's got that it factor. So those are the three guys I'm projecting are going to have big impact seasons. Do you have any guys that you think will have some outstanding seasons that you have kind of zeroed in on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think Archman is gonna have a better season than he had last year.
Okay.
I think the hype got to him last year, so that's why he didn't perform how he should have. But I think this year will be his bounce back year.
Okay. Okay.
I also think Keelan Russell will have a good year. I think he's going to be that true freshman quarterback. And I also believe that Miami's quarterback one, I think
Okay.
he'll be good for them this year.
All right. Well, we're going to see how that works out, man, because there's a lot of talent out here, and I know that there are a couple other college teams. I know I can't remember the name of the quarterback up at Virginia Tech, but their coach is predicting that he's going to have a phenomenal year. What about the Underwood kid, Bryce Underwood up there in Michigan? What do you think about him?
I don't know about him. I think he'll have a better year than he had last year. I think it was his freshman year, so I think he was getting used to the pace of college football. So I think now that he's used to it, I think he'll have a better year than he had last year.
Have you noticed a different pace from middle school to high school so far?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what would that be? What's the biggest thing you checked out or noticed between middle school and high school football?
I think it's just everybody's faster. Middle school, eighth, seventh grade, you like the top dog. Then when you go in as a freshman, it just restarts all over again, and you might be playing somebody 18 years old when you 14. And so that's like one of the biggest changes I've seen.
Well, I think that's true, man, because whether it's middle school to high school to college, college to pros, speed is that one factor that accelerates the game of football, man. It's like, yeah, it's faster than what I thought. I mean, and even when we watch it on TV, it's faster on live in live and in person. So yeah, okay. Now, when we talk about the speed of the game and watching the game from a perspective of being on the field versus being in the stands, how do you tell people how fast the game is because they don't really see it as fast on TV as it is live? I mean, what do you tell somebody about that?
I mean, when somebody comes to me and asks me about it when they're watching on TV, all I really tell them is you're seeing 22 people. I'm really only seeing 5. So I got 2 eyes and I can see 5 people, and you can see the whole field. So, like it's way faster. You got to look at a lot of things. You can't see a lot of things, but you know what's going on. So it's just the mental thing that moves very fast.
Okay. And before we go to break, let me ask you this. Do you or guys like yourself watch a lot of college football on TV?
Yes, sir. I watch it and play it. I watch
Okay.
it a lot.
Okay. Because I know you guys like to play the computer games, and I get it. That's entertaining. But to watch it live or watch it on TV, I'm asking simply because what kind of things are you looking at when you're watching a game live on TV? What are you looking at in particular as a quarterback?
I'm looking at the quarterbacks. When he throw a pick, how does he react? When he like has a bad play, how does he bounce back from it? So that's something I'm trying to learn from college quarterbacks.
What about their escapability in being in pressure situations and how they, extend the play, read the play, and make a play?
Yeah, I'm watching that too on how they extend certain plays, or how they make certain adjustments to certain defenses and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back after we take this time out and talk a little bit more about quarterbacks. And we didn't get a chance to talk about the pro quarterbacks yet, but we'll talk about those and talk a little bit more about your rise to being one of the top quarterbacks rising up for the class of 28.
All right.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back. My guest this evening, rising quarterback class of 2028, Jonesboro High School, being coached by one of our frat brothers, Coach Zerick Cooper. Our guest tonight, Jayden Carter, of Jonesboro High School. We're going to get back and talk to Jayden in a moment. But first, I got to do my thing and got to let everybody know about what we're doing. So first and foremost, always got to start with these folks here because they are proud partners of who we are here at the Post Route Show and Quarterfied Back, and that's the J. Markell Watch Company. Some of the finest timepieces on the market right now. A local company out of Albany, Georgia. They are slowly rising to make their name and their brand known, and we are proud to welcome them to the family of Quarterfied Back and thank them for being the official watch provider of the BIP Memorial Trophy in 2026. Our winners will receive one of their fine timepieces, which looks like what's on your screen. If you're in the market for a watch, if you're a collector, you just don't have a watch and you want to start out with your first watch, hey, give these folks a call at J. Markell Watch Company. You can reach them online at jmarkellwatch.com, and their slogan is this: luxury watches crafted for generations. Give them a call. Let them know you heard about them on the Post Route Show, aka Quarterfied Back, and they'll be proud to take care of you. J. Markell Watch Company, thank you very much. Now, the other thing is we are still selling our merchandise, our Quarterfied Back hoodie, $50 for small or extra large, $60 for 2X and above. Quality workmanship with our logo on the front. So fall time is coming. Represent Quarterfied Back and let them know that we are the official company that stays engaged with our mission of keeping the legacies of Black quarterbacks intact. Go to our website at quarterfiedback.com, click on our store, and send in your order and get your hoodie today. And if you don't want the hoodie, our logo t-shirts look exactly like what you see on the screen, except that they're t-shirts. But however you do it, go to our store on our website. Another thing that's on our website that we would encourage you to try to pick up is our book, The Forgotten QBs, the little known history, information, and statistics about Black quarterbacks in American college football. I wrote the book to help us stay in tune and stay abreast of quarterbacks who have played from 1903 to 1990. Some of the top quarterbacks name and some of the names you haven't heard, all listed in this book. Statistics from Black colleges and their quarterbacks. It's just filled with a lot of information. So if you are interested in learning more about who Black quarterbacks have been over the first 90 so years in the 20th century, get a copy of my book. Make it a Christmas gift for your friends or a family member in 2026. The Forgotten QBs, the little known history, information, and statistics about Black quarterbacks. Now, as we do every week, we want to bring you our resident mental performance specialist, as his episode of Psyched Up gives you more information about how to become a better athlete all the way around. Here's what Dr. William Kitchings Jr. has to say on this edition of Psyched Up.
Knowing your zone is only half the work. The other half is getting there on purpose. I'm Dr. William Kitchings Jr., and this is Psyched Up. Last session, we talked about how every athlete has an individual zone where they perform best. Today is about how you arrive there deliberately before the high-stakes moment demands it. Because most athletes wait for the moment to tell them how they feel. The ones who perform best consistently have already decided. Research on pre-performance routines so that the most effective routines combine three specific elements: a physical component that regulates arousal, an intentional component that directs focus, and an intentional component that primes execution. Routines built around all three measurably are more effective at protecting performance under pressure and routines using only one. The routine isn't superstition. It's a delivery system for your zone. So here's the work. 3 steps built around your zone. Physical first. One action that moves your arousal in the direction your zone requires. Activation or regulation. You already know which. Attentional second. One external focal point. Where are your eyes going on this play? Intentional third. One execution word. Not motivation, instruction. Practice it in low stakes. Rely on it in high stakes. Pressure doesn't wait for you to be ready, but a routine built around your zone means you already are. I'm Dr. William Kitchings Jr., and this is Psyched Up, a space built for the moments behind the moments.
The space built for the moments behind the moments. Thank you, Dr. William Kitchings Jr., for bringing us another episode of Psyched Up. We're going to welcome back to our show tonight, rising junior at Jonesboro High School up in Jonesboro, Georgia, Mr. Jayden Carter. Jayden, welcome back to the Post Route Show.
Thank you.
So as Dr. Kitchens was saying about the pressure and, playing under pressure in moments, what has been a time that you can recall where you really handle pressure pretty good?
A time that I can recall when I handled pressure really good is it was a 7-on-7 tournament. There was 30 seconds left, and we couldn't turn the ball over, but we had to convert a first down. And it was a lot of pressure. But I kept myself calm. And through a post route, my receiver dove and caught the ball, and we ended up converting. So that was one time where I feel like I handled a lot of pressure really well because it was a lot on that. It was a lot on the line for that one play.
Okay. And after you made that play and everything was kind of calm and relaxed, did you say anything to yourself like, man, I really handled that well? Or, man, that was good? Or, man, you think, man, I really pulled that off. I really did it. Okay. Are you hungry to want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing because those moments build, as you're building, your confidence, because that's basically what happens. You get more confidence. And as your confidence grows, Jayden, you get better and stronger. You believe that you can do things, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's what you, as a quarterback, have to also emulate and let your guys know, hey, man, the more confidence we get, the better we're going to be. And when you got confidence, nobody can stop you at all. Now, let me get back to these quarterback questions, man, about these pro quarterbacks. So tell me about some of your favorite pro quarterbacks, and then we're going to talk a little bit about that guy up there in Cleveland.
I'd say my favorite pro quarterback is Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. For Cincinnati?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what makes Joe Burrow so special?
When he had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL, he was still performing at like a top level. I just really like that about him. He never complained about it. He just kept performing. So that's what I really like about him.
Okay, and when you don't complain and just keep your head down and keep grinding and doing your job, man, how does that make you feel when you're like, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to just get back to work. I mean, because that's what I got to do. How does that make you feel?
It just makes me feel like I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So the fact that I'm working, the other things will come in place. So that's how I feel about it.
Anybody other than Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Okay. What do you think about Patrick Mahomes?
He's a trickster. He got a lot of tricks in his bag. Throwing off of one foot, throwing in the air and stuff. We're doing a lot.
Well, he's definitely capable of doing a lot of things differently. So I don't think I've ever heard him called a trickster, but he's definitely different. One guy that I've kind of come to just really see how people are responding to. What are your thoughts about Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray, he's a decent quarterback. He
Okay.
had a couple of pretty good years, when DeAndre Hopkins was there. Ever since DeAndre Hopkins left, I kind of think he fell off. But I have seen him handle some pretty big pressure. Uh, he's a quarterback that I look to when we speak about pressure. He had a good game against the Bills when he threw that Hail Mary and DeAndre Hopkins caught over 3 people. I knew that was a lot of pressure on him. He handled it pretty well, so that's why I think about Kyler Murray.
Well, Kyler Murray is an undersized guy like Tualoa out there he used to be in Miami, but these undersized guys, man, I mean, they play with so much passion, but they got so much heart, man, because you're a little guy, man. They're not expecting you to perform, but this guy has been in the league now. I mean, what, like 5 years now, 6 years longer?
Yes, sir.
And now he's playing with the Minnesota Vikings. So this could be his time.
Yes, sir.
So I'm really looking forward to him doing some things. Now let's get to that guy up there in Cleveland, because I'm not talking about the controversial part. I'm just talking about the fact that a guy who is a competent and capable quarterback that, it's kind of hard to deny the fact that he's good. He's good. What's your thoughts and opinions about Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, I really like Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a great quarterback in my opinion. I believe the Browns should have him starting. I think he's their QB1 and he'll give them the best shot to have a good season this year. But despite like all his doubters, he still performs very well. So I really like Shedeur, and I think he could lead the Browns to have a good season this year.
Well, I like Shedeur too, man, because another thing I like about his composure. I mean, it seems like, the media tries to ask you questions to lead you down a path to get that sensational kind of story. We're going to say something and he's going to say something that's going to cause for another story to pop out. But he's so calm and he's so cool under pressure that when I saw the interview, it's like, well, I just did this and I did that. So he seems to be very poised at this point. And I agree with you. The Browns need to give him stronger consideration. I don't know if Deshaun Watson is going to – I'm going to just be honest. I think his career might be coming to an end simply because of the injuries.
I believe that.
Yeah. So if you and then the other thing about Shedeur, you're the backup quarterback, but he made All-Pro. So how good are you? You're the backup, but you make All-Pro. The starting guy didn't make All-Pro. The backup made All-Pro. So I see a lot of upside to him coming this year. And let me ask you this. Do you believe that players play better for some guys than other guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you experienced that at a time, or have you seen guys respond differently for you than they may have responded for a teammate?
Yes, sir. But I've experienced it, but I kind of see it slowly changing, and everybody gives their all, no matter what.
Okay. All right. Now, I know you are a junior this year, but I asked you this question. I'm going to ask you again. As you continue to rise, if you could go to any college or university, what would it be?
Ohio State University.
You want to play for the Buckeyes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, of course, we all got to find out, well, why the Buckeyes? Why not Georgia?
Because Ohio State has a great football program, but they also have a good criminal justice program. So I'm also looking out for my plan B just in case football doesn't work out. So that's why.
So you say you want to be a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And being a lawyer requires a lot of studying.
Yes, sir.
and a lot of reading and writing.
Yes, sir.
So you okay with all of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because some guys they run away from reading and writing or both because if it's not something they're strong in, but obviously now, does your school have a debate team?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm asking simply because lawyers debate. That's what they do. You're in a courtroom. It's almost like a debate. So it's like,
yeah.
If they came to you tomorrow when you went to school and say, "Hey, Jayden, we want you to be on the debate team, man. We think you make a good debater." What would you tell them?
I tell them, sure. I'm always debating. I never think I'm wrong, so I'm always debating.
Okay, well, that's an upside, man. You don't think you're wrong, but you will acquiesce to the fact that if you are wrong, you know how to say, "Well, I was wrong."
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I only brought the debate team up, man, because it's like, hey, that's what lawyers seem like to do. You're in that courtroom, man. You got to debate. You got to convince people. So yeah. Have you ever done any public speaking?
Not really. Not really. Not really.
Okay. Well, that definitely is something that will help you if you want to, really go into being a lawyer. What are some of the hobbies you got, Jayden? What are some of the other things you like to do other than football? And do you play any other team sports at Jonesboro High?
No, I don't play any other team sports at Jonesboro, but some of my hobbies, I like to play the game. I draw. I like to trace.
You like to trace? Okay.
Trace.
Okay.
Just chilling for real.
Can you cook?
Nah. I ain't no cook.
You ain't no cook.
I ain't no cook.
Is there a cook in your house?
Yeah, my mama.
Your mom can cook?
Yeah.
But you're not hanging out with her to learn how to cook.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, and my dad could cook too.
Oh, well, I don't want to put any pressure on you, man, but who's the better cook?
It depends on what they cooking. So I plead the fifth.
So salmon and yellow rice, who's the best?
My mom.
Okay. Well, what does Dad cook that's special, man? I mean, what's his favorite dish to cook?
Like lasagna, chicken Alfredo.
Okay. Well, pasta is good for athletes, man. That keeps them carbs up. But that salmon and yellow rice is the deal, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I think you might want to hang out in the kitchen a little bit, man, just to learn how to do a little cooking. Because when you go off on your own and you don't know how to cook, man, eating out all the time ain't gonna be no fun. So you might want to just, at least learn go in there and tell her to teach you how to fix that salmon, man.
Okay.
Great. Now, what I like to do when I got guys like you on the show and I got parents, I have to bring the parents in. So I know your mom is kind of close to where you are right now. So, Miss Tomlin.
Hey.
No, don't hate me. I need to see a face. Come on into the show so we can make you a part of what we're doing now. Because, there we go. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Man, that look like your twin right there.
It is.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. What do you think about your son?
He's a good young gentleman.
I bet you said, why are you going to ask me that question? Well, it's all good because, our young people, especially our young men, they need to hear positive things said about them. So it's like, yeah, he's good. He just can't cook.
Right.
So are you his biggest fan at the football games?
His number one fan.
Number one fan. You got the jersey and everything going?
I had the t-shirt. I got a shirt made with his picture on it.
Okay. Oh, with his picture on it. One of those kind of shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's got JC's mom on the back.
On the front.
On the front. Oh, okay. And are you loud at the games, Miss Tomlin?
I try to be.
Okay. Oh,
Try to be. She is very loud. Don't.
very
She
loud.
is
You can
very
hear her.
loud. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what mom's supposed to be, man. Shoot. That's because you know what they like to say. That's my baby. That's my. Well, I've been telling him he needs to get in the kitchen and learn how to cook, Miss Tomlin, because that's something that he gonna need to do. And if you fixing that salmon and yellow rice like he says you do, can I get a plate?
Sure, why can't you? I would love to you play.
I love asking my parents about me getting a plate because see, I do, like I was telling him, I spent 12 years in Metro Atlanta. I used to live out in Smyrna, Marietta area.
Okay.
So I know Atlanta. I know Atlanta. That's like my second home. And I try to get up there at least once or twice a year. I got a very good friend of mine. He lives out in Norcross. So, December is normally when I come up that way. December is normally when I come. But I'm looking forward to just this upcoming season. How long you been playing quarterback, Jayden?
Since I've been 9. Since I was
9
years old.
Okay, and mom, you've been there the whole time, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now I got to ask you this question: does he work your refrigerator to death?
Yes, he does.
Oh my goodness, man! Like, oh, mama, we ain't got nothing to eat. I'm hungry, mama. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. All football parents' refrigerators are under attack. They are under attack. Now, just be glad he's not an offensive or defensive lineman, because you would have to go to the store. I mean, I don't know if you shop at Costco's, BJ's, or Sam's, but they would know you very personally because it's like, you back here again? You were just here. So, yeah. So other than the salmon and rice, what do you like to fix him? What do you like to cook for him other than that? I know that's his favorite, but what else do you like?
Whatever he asks for.
Whatever he asks for. Oh, man, you got it like that? Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to let both of you now have an opportunity to ask me any questions if you have any, because, I know sometimes people have questions and I do all the talking. So I like to break it up and see if you got any questions for me, either one of you or both.
How long have you been doing this?
So we're in our 5th year.
Okay.
And the first year, it started with my book. I wasn't planning to do this show. It was not something that I planned. It just happened. And once I did the book, I had someone inspire me by saying, you sound like your book was a fraternity of quarterbacks. And that's how we came up with the name Quarterfied Back. And then I came up with my award and I came up with the show. So Shadur Sanders, ironically, was the first winner of our award from a black college. So, okay. We definitely have some connections there. But, yeah, it's been 5 years. But, our goal is to make sure that we preserve the legacies of guys like Jayden and other guys, because I've seen too many times where black quarterbacks don't get a fair shot. They don't get a fair shake. And I don't want their histories and things like that to be diminished. So that's why we have been around as long as we have. So thank you for asking. How did you find out about us?
I think Coach Coop posted y'all on Instagram before, and I just followed y'all, and y'all ended up following me back. Then y'all hit me up one day, and this is how we got here.
Well, props to Coach Cooper for doing that, man, because we love all our fraternity brothers, and we love knowing that they're out there helping us spread the word. So I thank both of you for giving us an opportunity to share some time and space with you both. It is very important that we include our parents because, as I told you, ma'am, if we don't get permission from parents, your son can't be on our show. And that's just a policy. And I'm just about that. My dad was a football coach, and he was all about being positive and doing things from a family perspective. So that's why we do this. So, yeah, we're going to keep it going. But I want you to know that, you're about to embark on something very special, because we get to this time of the show where I like to do my favorite. This is my favorite part. Now, because you have been a guest on our show tonight, Jayden, I want you to know that with you being a guest, Jayden Carter, you have now stepped into the realm of being one of the brothers of the Brotherhood of the Black Fraternity for Black quarterbacks, known as Quarterfied Back. And we would like to welcome you to being our newest brother of the Brotherhood of Black quarterbacks. Congratulations. Welcome to the fraternity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, man. This is while we do this, I look forward to this. It doesn't ever get old to me. I always am excited about that. So what we'll do, Ms. Tomlin, we will be emailing him his lifetime membership certificate. He will be a lifetime member of this fraternity. So now when you go to practice Monday, you know, when you go talk to Coach Cooper, just say, "What's up, frat? Q5B. What's up?" Indeed. Thank you so very much for giving us this opportunity. Mom, thank you so very much for making this happen, because this is important to us. And we want to make sure that you know that you're part of the family. If there's anything we can do for either one of you and your family, let us know. The next time we're in the Atlanta area, because I think I told Mr. Edwards that we're going to try to be a part of that workshop that they do at Stockbridge. I will make sure you guys know that we're in town. Maybe we can get you to come out and we can, just have a good time and talk a little bit. But we're trying to get back up there for another one of those workshops. So please keep us in mind, keep us in your prayers. We're going to keep you in our prayers. And is there anything else you might want to say or ask me before we cut this? Because I am excited about you being a part of what we're doing.
No, sir.
Nothing at all?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a small gift package that we'll be sending out to you, and it will include your lapel pin, so that whenever you go out, you got on that sport jacket or you got on your warm-up, you wear your pin, and somebody say, "Man, what is that?" And you just say Q5B, and then they say, "What is that?" Quarterfied back, baby, quarterfied back. Because not everybody is in the fraternity. Not everybody makes it. So we look forward to getting that out to you real soon.
Okay.
Very good. So Jayden, thank you so very much. Hey man, have a great game this upcoming Friday. Do your best and stay engaged, because you're one play away from being a what?
Starter.
The starter, man. Okay. Ms. Tomlin, thank you so very much, man. Keep him inspired, keep him motivated. Hey man, and make sure you stay on top of your books. I'm gonna say that for you, ma'am. Stay on top of your books. You keep your grades up. Otherwise, Mr.
Yes.
Kitchens gonna have. Otherwise, I'm coming to Jonesboro, and I'm turning Jonesboro High out. So you guys take care. God bless, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye.
All right.
Love you guys. Take care. All right. Well, another one is in the books, and we're grateful and thankful for Jayden Carter for being our newest member of our fraternity. So there you have it. That's going to do it for me on our show tonight. Want to thank our crew, the phenomenal, double phenomenal Ronleen Kennedy, our producer and director, for all that she does to make sure that this show comes to you. Thanks to our social media director, Mr. C.D. Lazier. Thanks to our resident doctor, sports psychologist, Dr. William Kitchings, Jr. And always, until next week, when we bring you another guest here on the Post Route, as we always say, go deep and go for the bomb. Check you guys next week. Take care. Have a good week.